There's our little mountain shrimp hiding out underneath the pump. Just hanging around. Well, hello everybody, it is JT Bear. Thought we'd do a quick little update today on what's going on with my indoor garden and fish tanks and such. For some reason the water looks a whole lot murkier on the camera than it does in real life. I assure you it's not that bad. I'll try cleaning the glass of the tank and see if that makes a difference, but yeah, there's the shrimp hanging out on the bottom, and got several minnows. Appear to have lost a minnow over the course of the evening, but you know, it's a 45-cent fish. Wasn't looking too good yesterday. Half of its tail had been nipped off, so I think somebody in here is a little on the aggressive side. Saw one of the minnows giving chase to everybody else yesterday, so I don't know. If that behavior seems to continue, maybe it'll go live with the beta. The frog's still in here. He likes hanging out on the back of the pump, just kind of chilling there. I watch for a while, make sure he's still moving of his own free will. You know, clearly still alive. Just, I don't know. I think I need to start putting some stuff in the bottom of the tank for the frog and for the shrimp, and just to make it look better. Open to suggestions. Got Neptune the beta over here in seclusion after that aggressive behavior, which I guess ultimately could also have been what happened to that one minnow. Just the long-term effects of it. But he seems to be doing fine. Constantly cruising around, a couple of plants to play with. A little mint and a spider plant, I think, there. Oh, the peppers. This is what's left of my pepper garden due to those stupid little white bugs. And the battle is still not yet won. But I'm going at this with a decisive plan now. It's not a fun one, but it's a plan. That would be a bag of potting soil. And my plan is to get rid of all the old soil that all of those stupid bugs came in with and start from there. But during my transplant, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pepper plants themselves, after getting the soil off the roots, then I'm going to take them and basically soak them upside down and swish them around in a soapy water bucket, because maybe the spray of soap is not getting in far enough. So I'm hoping that some swooshing and dunking behavior might get it all the way up into the various parts of the pepper plant that these little bugs are hiding out in. And then I'm going to transplant them back into fresh, clean potting soil. In theory, that will at least be a better start in waging my war on those little bugs. Let's see down here, little sage is doing alright. Starting to get some of the fancier plants collected in at least the same area. Not so sure I'd call it an official cactus garden yet, but I'm working on it. Still got to transplant that one. Don't even really know what kind of cactus that is. But I have heard that I have some cactus cuttings perhaps on their way, so that'll be exciting. Really, the arrival of new cactus plants is kind of a pleasant excuse to rearrange my little garden area and maybe just accidentally take over a little bit more space, but doesn't really seem to be a problem. It's not taken over too much space yet, which is good because we don't really have a lot of space, but I think it's worth it. You know, it's been really fun having the fish tank in the house. I've apparently really missed that, and I've got a really good jump on next year's pepper crop already. From all of those assorted seedlings, you know, lots of them didn't pop, but I did get, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 varieties of peppers in there, and some of these, you know, aren't just necessarily a single variety of pepper. For example, these ones here, labeled as Bolivian Freak Generation 1, what happened was, one year we grew 27 varieties of peppers, and the Bolivian rainbow peppers, nice hot little guys, all produced peppers that looked exactly the same. So I thought to myself, this is fantastic. I'm going to have a wonderful collection of these seeds, and next year I'll plant a whole bunch of them because they were wicked hot little peppers, and we all know I like hot peppers. well. It didn't really work out that well. What I got was a bunch of peppers that started off in that insane little purple that you get from the Bolivians and little blues and a few other varieties of peppers. But a lot of them grew to be different sizes and shapes. I got some that eventually turned out to be super chilies. I got some that looked like jalapenos. I got some that looked like the Bolivian rainbow peppers in the first place. It was a really interesting and freakish assortment of peppers. So now we have a whole bag of pepper seeds labeled as the Bolivian freaks because we don't know what they're going to grow. With that being said, you know, I am hoping for a little bit of variety. I'm not going to be keeping too many of the same types of peppers from this year's garden. Well, I guess next year's garden. But from these little babies, when they grow up, 1 or 2 of each variety will hopefully come in the house without bugs or with a better plan. And the rest will unfortunately get culled because, you know, it's a little house. Alright, let's step outside and I'll show you what I'm doing with a couple of those other peppers that I'm trying to save. And I'm not sure it's working very well. Here you can see the stronger 3 of the plants, although it looks like we're down to 2. This one looks like it's out of the race. But my hope was that the cold weather we've been experiencing would kill off the bugs without killing off the plants, because it has warmed up a little bit. It's just above freezing. Doesn't look like it's working though. So far most of the plants have died and these bugs just seem to be going slower. I am particularly fond of the shape that this pepper plant is taking though. So when I do my soak it in soap water and transplant it in fresh soil, I might find room for this one back in the house. I don't know. Alright, well, with all that in mind, I guess I got some transplanting to do, and it's starting to rain out there, so at least the pepper plant will be pre-soaked and easy to clean the soil from. Alright, I'm going to get to it and say thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day.